Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. On September 4th, the mainstream media might have given us a major clue about who the next president to be is. On that day, we got the headlines about Jeb Bush, presidential hopeful, being the lone president to attend the Papal Mass on September 23rd, 2015, with Pope Francis. From CNN, Jeb Bush and his wife Columba will attend a mass by the Pope in Washington on September 23rd, according to a campaign official who also said the visit will be very low-key. Bush's trip to see the Pope was first reported by the Washington Post. So check this out, Truth Seeker. That date of September 23rd, 2015 is much in focus. It's the date the Pope will meet with President Obama. That day, there will also be the Papal Mass that President Obama and Vice President Joe Biden are said to be attending. Notice that the name Jeb Bush has gematria of 67, and that name Jeb sums to 17. His birth name is John Ellis Bush. He goes by the acronym Jeb. The next president to be elected will take office January 2017. The date of the Papal Mass, 9/23/2015, is a date with 67 numerology, matching the name Jeb Bush. And as it says in the reporting, he will be bringing his wife Columba. Columba has gematria of 67, a very feminine number, as we will get to. That same date, September 23rd, 2015, the abbreviated method in numerology sums to 47, a number that corresponds with president. Jeb Bush officially announced that he was running for president June 15th, 2015, a date with 56 numerology. Notice that president with the S exception sums to 56. If you've never seen my post on Adolf Hitler, please check that out. His entire life was by the numbers, his death, his presidency, all part of this numerical hoax being waged against us by this international gang of Freemasons. Speaking of headlines by the numbers, look at this one from June 30th of this year. Jeb Bush is worth up to $22 million? Well, that's funny because Jeb Bush in Pythagorean gematria sums to 22. Jeb Bush, Pythagorean 22. And Jeb Bush has these numbers that very much connect with Revelation. There are 22 books, 22 chapters in Revelation, the final book of the Bible. Revelation has gematria of 49 and 67. Again, this story about Jeb Bush attending the Papal Mass came out on September 4th, which can be written as 4/9, a lot like 49. Revelation in simple English gematria sums to 121, and the reason that's so interesting is because Jeb Bush first hinted that he would run for president on December 1st, 12/1, a lot like 121. And again, as I continue to emphasize, as I've said from the beginning of this video blog, the madmen who run this world, these Freemasons, they use Revelation of the Bible like a playbook. They also use other books from the Bible, but Revelation seems to be the go-to. So, as I've been saying in the time I've been doing these videos covering the upcoming presidential election, I've been saying I think it's going to come down to Jeb Bush and Hillary Clinton. I've been saying that since before Donald Trump got in the election, who's made things more interesting. But I think what Donald Trump is a person to fill in time. We're still a long way away from the meat of nomination election season. I think Donald Trump is being used to set the agenda, set the narrative for the election ahead. And like Hillary said about a month ago, he's just enjoying his time in the spotlight, serving the entertainer. These presidential elections are largely about entertainment. I think Donald Trump is just a temporary distraction, setting the narrative ahead for Jeb and Hillary. And let me show you the connections between Jeb and Hillary, because they are pretty interesting in this race. So Jeb Bush has this name gematria of 67. The word female in Jewish gematria sums to 67, and in simple English gematria, 42. Jeb Bush happens to be born February 11th, the 42nd day of the year. Also, that date he's born on, 2/11/53, has numerology of 66. The word woman equals 66. And also with the Revelation theming, Revelation is often the 66th book of most Bibles. So Jeb Bush, he has this very feminine coding, 67, 42, 66, all numbers corresponding with women. And that might be because he is going to be the first presidential hopeful to go against a woman in the history of this nation. There have been other women who have ran as third-party candidates, but never as one of the major platforms, Democrat and Republican. On December 7th, 6 days after Jeb Bush said he's likely running, his brother, the former president, said he picks his brother over sister-in-law Hillary. And I'll remind you that George W. Bush guaranteed he would win both presidencies before he won both elections. He guaranteed it. He was right. And the first time he won, it came down to Florida, where his brother Jeb Bush was governor in 2000, if you can recall. So, with regards to Hillary, let's go back to April 3rd, 2015. On this date, Time magazine, Time has gematria of 47, the number connected to president. They wrote that Hillary Clinton is the perfect age to be president. And look at how they start. At 67, Hillary Clinton is now a woman of a certain age. So much emphasis and worry are put on physical aging in women that the emotional maturity and freedom that can come at this time are given short of shrift. That robs everyone of a great natural resource. For women of a certain age, it is our time to lead. The new standard for aging women should be about vitality, strength, and assertiveness. So, Hillary Clinton, perfect age to be president. And then they emphasize how she's 67, this number having to do with women. International Women's Day is the 67th day of the year, March 8th. The name Hillary Clinton in Pythagorean gematria sums to 73, just like the word perfect. And here Time is saying she's the perfect age to be president. She's born in October, the lone 33 month. She's born on the 26th day, a very important number connected to God, as is 33. And she's born in this year, 1947. To get the numerology of a year, you can add 19 plus 47, which equals 66. Again, one of these very feminine numbers, these numbers that sync up oh so well with Jeb Bush. This is what's been going on all throughout history, Truth Seeker. Presidencies by the numbers. This isn't anything new. This is something that's been going on from George Washington to the present. Recall George Washington, his birthday is also February 11th on the Julian calendar, the old calendar. Washington State is the 42nd state named after George Washington. Of course, the last president was George W. Bush. George W. Bush, Truth Seeker, was born July 6th, which can also be written 6/7. George W. Bush, another president with a 33 life number, born July 6, 1946. Again, I tell you all of this because these are the numbers coded on Jeb Bush's upcoming visit with the Pope at the Papal Mass on the very significant day of September 23rd, 2015. And also, Truth Seeker, let us close with one last point about September 23rd and the Republican Party. The Republican symbol is the elephant. The elephant. And elephant happens to have Jewish gematria of 239, a lot like September 23rd. Of course, Jeb Bush, his brother, and his father represent the Republican Party. So we'll see what happens on this date. We'll see if him attending this papal mass becomes significant. But remember this information, especially if the presidential race comes down to Jeb Bush and Hillary Clinton. All right, Truth Seeker, until next time.